Good morning. I just woke up. I'm having my coffee, my morning coffee. I'm at my computer and I'm doing my 4 questions, my journal prompts. What is being mirrored back to me? What is dissolving within me? What is opening within me? And what am I curious about? And what was interesting is because it's coming up the anniversary of when I gave up my permanent home in Paris, I looked back at some video journals that I've been doing for lots of years. I do many things. I journal, I do video journals, now I'm doing YouTube, And so I was watching videos from exactly 2 years ago, and it's crazy to me how it feels like it's a lifetime ago. And I'm so glad that I kept them because in the video, there's so much uncertainty and I feel this weight on me of like, I know I'm doing this thing and it seems so crazy and I have no idea where this is going to lead me, but I know I'm going to thank myself one day. And I literally got teary-eyed because I'm like, you don't even know. You don't even know. I was just like staring at myself going, I fucking thank you. Like, this was the greatest decision you ever made. Because I kept saying, it's one thing to read the books, absorb, take the courses, even hire coaches. It is another thing when you embark on a journey where you have no other choice but to live through and apply and embody these concepts. And you're just like, I'm living in this world and I'm going to experiment. Is this thing that I believe so deeply, is this real? Is this true? Can I really just trust that I'm always going to be supported, that money will always flow when I need it, that truly my highest solution is to not do and to just become the magnet that then attracts to me circumstances, people, opportunities, comes to me. I don't have to chase. That's what I was doing. I was becoming a completely different person where I was not going to take action around, if I felt like scared, oh my gosh, I need more clients or I need more money, or I need this. And so I was so used to being in that hustle mentality, like we're taught, like we're conditioned to. And so all of this to say, you are never going to be sure when you take a huge step towards your destiny. I'm going to be bold and I'm going to say, this is my destiny to live this way. You are never going to be sure. Nobody, no psychic, no horoscope, no freaking gene keys, none of that shit is going to be enough for you to know with certainty. You are always going to walk with doubt. You have to know this. And you got to do it anyway. You have to do it anyway. There is so many times along the journey where I say, I'm like, I journaled. I just want to change already. Because I felt like it's when I change internally, that's when the 3D reality is going to conspire and things will get easier. That's what I kept thinking. And then I realized I'm putting so much pressure on me changing. And so what I was actually saying was who I am in this moment isn't enough. And now I understand all of this very differently. And I say, no, I can include all of that. I can include the doubt, the contrast, because it's always going to exist in some way, shape, or form. To try to diminish it or quiet it, like I've said many times before, is when we make it louder, when it becomes this bigger energy surrounding us. But me taking that step of letting go of my permanent home and then showing up in Paris and having no clue what I was going to do, but I was just going to take it one day at a time. When I ran out of money, when I decided to fast, just like all the things, they were initiations into who I really am, into the power and the knowing that yes, Yes, with certainty. I am, you are, always, always supported, always taken care of. It is only the conditioning and the limitation and all of that separate self that tries to control everything. It's only that part of you that needs to be broken up, right? You just need to be aware. And that takes a lot of being self-aware, right? This is why I journal. This is why I do so much of what is the programming that's running right now? Well, that's interesting. And then I journal it and then I look back. You know, it's helping me. It's very, very helpful because these are all, it's a journey of discovering what makes you you. What is the engine that is making this decision, that is reacting in this way? Who is that part of you? Because that part of you is what's keeping you stuck in the same life that you have that perhaps you feel stuck in, or in the same relationship that you have. Even we have relationships with everything. So our relationship with money, our relationship with romantic partnership, with friendship, with family, etc. Understanding and taking stock and getting curious, not in a way that you want to get rid of, because again, like I said, it's not that we get rid of this version of ourselves, even though I've said this many times before. And this is why it's so interesting. If you look back at my previous videos, I use this verbiage like I have to overcome. It's not really about overcoming. Now, this is what I believe. And this is why it's beautiful to document all this stuff, because my awareness and my insight is always going to keep changing, right? It's not that I overcome this version of myself. It's that I'm so aware of the programming that says I'm this separate self that cannot just do nothing and expect people or opportunities to come to me. I'm so aware of that version. I know how she operates. I know that the programs and the things that keep her asleep. I'm so aware that I no longer get attached to the story and then get taken by the story. So it's more about becoming so aware of that version of myself that I no longer give it power. I no longer give it energy. And eventually what happens, because I'm no longer giving it energy, it's like with everything, it dissolves on its own. But that takes, and it has taken me many years to get to here, to right now. So when I look back 2 years ago, where I just had no clue what I was doing, and I thought, oh, in a year I'll get my brand new apartment and I'll have this job and I'll, whatever I thought. All I can say is like, thank God. Like, thank God. Because when 3D reality starts to show me opportunities, things come my way, there's a beautiful grace that I have going, oh, right, like it can be this easy. It can feel this beautiful doing nothing. Like I cannot even tell you the past month that I've been in Paris, I'm in love with life. Like I feel so free, and I realize because I feel free from the thinking and the programming and the behaving and the reacting of that part of myself that just couldn't get out of it. And I think, no, I know that yes, I'm gonna have moments where that comes up, of course. But like I said, it no longer has the tentacles. It no longer has the charge. It no longer has this power over me like it did. And that, my friends, that is priceless. Nobody can give me that. Nobody outside of me. No course, no horoscope. I'm going to go back to like just nobody, no book. I gave it to myself. You give it to yourself. So let this be inspiration for you. That if you have a belief, if this is resonating with you, the only way you're going to get there, the only way you're going to really trust and really know is when you just take that step towards this knowing and whatever that means for you. And just know it's going to be scary, and just know you are going to always have doubt. You cannot get rid of it. It's never going to be like this whole idea like, oh, you'll know when it's right for you. No, you actually want to go the opposite direction. That's why I always say, like, the fear is an indication you're on the right path, because that means you're moving towards something you've never been before. That is what you want, to grow, to evolve, to feel this free. So I wish that upon you. I just wanted to share this and sending you guys so much love. Au revoir.